Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ryan Dins for another wonderful episode, and this week we're going to talk about NIO. Is it in a bubble? Should I buy? Should I sell? Should I hold? We need some answers, Dins, and I'm going to give you those answers. But before we do that, you got to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps out the YouTube algorithm, so do it right now. Alright, now that you did it, we're going to get into it. EV, everyone knows the most popular one is Tesla, run by my man Elon Musk, and that is a great company. However, in my opinion, I'm just thinking that Tesla is a little bit too high right now. Will it continue to grow in the future? Yeah, it probably will continue to grow in the future, but are there better deals out there? Yes. And what I think personally is the best deal, and I'm currently buying, is NIO. NIO is a competitor of Tesla. They're a Chinese stock, and right now they're trading at about $51, $52 depending on where it was today. And just a few months ago it was trading under $10. This thing has blown up excessively. A big part of that is all the hype surrounding Tesla. Tesla's gone up over 400% in the last few months. So obviously there's going to be some sympathy, and what sympathy is when one stock goes up a lot or goes down a lot. The other lesser known stocks in that industry will also follow the same direction. And because of that, NIO has been going up. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of hype around these electronic vehicle stocks, but NIO is the one hyped up stock that really could be a long-term play. Because if you think about it, Tesla, they're an American car. If you look at cars around the world, obviously, anyone who knows anything about cars knows that the American market is a small portion of it. A lot of cars in Japan, Germany, Korea, and there's a lot in China, and we don't talk about it because we don't drive Chinese cars. If I told you to name as many Japanese cars as you can, anybody could do it. You're just gonna start naming Honda, you're gonna start naming Toyota. Everybody knows the name brands, but nobody knows the main brands in China. But with that being said, China is almost half the world's population. There's over 1 billion people in that country, and they need cars. So you might want to jump on that wagon. If I knew what I knew now, I would have bought a lot of Tesla when it was in 500. I actually did buy it around 400 or 500, but I sold it when it was around like 800 or 900. I made a little bit of profit, but I should have still been holding. In my opinion, that ship has sort of sailed. You can still buy Tesla. Hedge funds are still picking it up. People are still bullish on it, but it really is high. It's had a lot of growth. NIO, on the other hand, the average price target for NIO is around $320. Right now it's at $50. That means if these price targets are correct, it's going to increase by 600%. So, people are saying it's overbought because it was $2 a year or two ago, but that's irrelevant considering that the price target by big banks, big analysts, they're saying over 300. There's even some price targets at around $500, which would be huge. So I'm not going to go too aggressive. I'm just going to make it a small portion of my portfolio, and I'm just going to buy a couple shares a week. So that way, if it does make it to 300, I'm going to make a little bit of money. If you follow my channel, you know that I'm very, very conservative investor. I mainly go for dividend stocks such as O Realty, AT&T, things like that are very safe, that pay you dividends and you don't got to worry about it. And you might say NIO is a lot risky. Ryan Dins, why are you being risky when you preach on your channel all day to not take big risks? Well, sometimes when you see an opportunity and you think it's a good opportunity, sometimes you got to stray from what you're doing a little bit. Once it hits 100, I might stop buying because then it's a little bit of a risk. But at $50, even if all the analysts are wrong and it doesn't do what everyone thinks it's going to do, it's still probably going to be like 150 in a year. So, and that's like on the low end. So it's worth buying where it's at now. Just don't get too hyped. Don't make any dumb decisions and, put all your life savings into it, because it's very possible that something could happen. Some stupid government thing where, we're not allowing electric vehicles. China's a communist country. Their government could just shut it down. Like, things could happen. So don't put all your money into it. I'm going to make it like 5% of my portfolio. I'm also adding a little bit of Fisker too. They're trading around $16. I'm going to be a little aggressive with that. A little less aggressive. I'm going to buy like 2 shares a week. If it goes up 200%, I'll only make a couple $100, but why not? Just for fun, I'm going to see what that one does, because why not? Like I said, if you want to take these risks, just don't make it a huge percent of your portfolio. That's all I can recommend. You don't want to be putting all your money into NIO, because then if you're wrong, you're going to lose money. The way my strategy is set up is I won't lose money no matter what, because if NIO tanks, it'll be 5% of my portfolio. Everything else is going up. It'll even out. So, with that being said, do your own research, and you want to do as much smashing the subscribe button as you possibly can, as well as investing into these stocks. Do your own research. You want to have a little bit of EV, in my opinion, in your portfolio, but also have some very non-risky dividend stocks as well to balance out the portfolio. So that's my opinion on NIO. Have a great week. See you later.